Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy Leap Day. People born on February 29th are called Leaplings. Apparently there are 4.8 million of them around the world.
Right, Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 9:44 a.m.
Right guys, I've been indoors. I haven't gone out at all yet. I haven't gone out to the co-op. I haven't gone out with a hood over my head to town or anything like that. I'm still in my flat. At the moment the cleaners are in the building, so I'm going to wait for the cleaners to leave and then I'll take Max out for a walk, my chihuahua. But no, I haven't gone out yet. So I'm just going to wait till the cleaners have left the building. Just throw my bag of rubbish out. I've got to write up my diary what's happened so far. Nothing really. Nothing to write home about anyway. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a wet, damp day today. People are walking up and down the road with hoods over their heads. So I've just looked outside. I think it's spitting with rain. I think it is. So I've got no plans for today, so we're just taking things as they come. I've removed my flirt finder, so I'm not messaging anybody. So I'm hoping that the trouble stops again. So I've had nothing so far, no phone calls and no text messages. I haven't topped up my phone. I haven't topped up that phone. I've topped up the one I use the internet on and I upload my videos to YouTube on, but I haven't topped up this one because I don't want to listen to the answer phone messages. Not because I'm being awful. It's because I don't. It's not relevant, is it? It's not relevant. So I'm at home. I've just had a lovely piece of jam on toast and a cup of coffee. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight and feel better. And we just go from there. I'm not giving in. I'm not caving in. I'm not a provocative woman as I was once called. I'm not provocative at all. I've been walking around in a raincoat, beanie hat and trousers. When it looks like they're running away from me, I'm just dressed as a normal woman. Last night I took Max out for a walk and it was pretty quiet. It was obviously dark. There were people about. There was like a group of people walking up the road going out somewhere for the evening, like a family. And you know, just life, everyday life. And then when I came back, my neighbour with the dash hound, I'd rung for the lift. I'd come in the back of the flats and I'd rung for the lift. So I was about to jump into the lift and I heard this god-awful barking. It sounded like a screaming banshee. And I thought, well, is my neighbour coming down in the lift? I don't want to get in the lift and a dog comes at me. So I went to go upstairs and I saw this long reddy orange lead. And I thought, that's that dash hound. So I actually went outside the back of the flats and waited for my neighbour to leave with that dash hound out of the flats. And I walked up to my flat. I mean, dogs are dogs. Max is a male dog. Their dog is a male dog. Two male dogs of different homes are going to possibly attack each other. So I kept my dog out the way. I went out the back of the flats and I then walked upstairs into my flat last night. But two male dogs of a different territory, they're gonna, if they don't know each other, they're gonna fight. So I avoided that, and I got into my flat last night and just stop it, watch the television. So that is my cats fighting. Not nasty fighting, they're play fighting. Nikki's got a really gruff growl. She sounds like a male cat, but it's in fact a female, and she's getting on in years, and Harry's a little tyrant, and he's, you know, playing with my adult cat, and she doesn't like it, and she's doing this, and he wants to play and she doesn't, basically, so she's telling him to get lost. So yeah, I've prepared my bottle for going out, my water bottle with my fruit juice in, and we're just waiting for the cleaners to clean the flats, and then I should go out, because I don't want to get in the way. They're cleaning, they're hoovering, they're sweeping, they're wiping down everything, and I don't want to get in their way with my feet. So just everyday life, people going off to work, people taking their kids to school, and I'm on my own. So are a lot of people, basically. Now let's see if we can hear what's on the radio this morning. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
That really works. Justin Craig courses consolidate knowledge, boost confidence and improve technique for mocks, assessments and exams. Available in classrooms and online. One-to-one also available. With over 40 years experience, Justin Craig has helped more than 100,000 students. For more details visit justincraig.ac.uk. Justin Craig, tailored for you.
If you were missold a timeshare, mytimeshareclaim.co.uk could help you win compensation. Text timeshare to 78900 to find out more.
In our March draws, you could win a share of our incredible £17.8 million prize pot. We have guaranteed winners every day, and to be in every draw, all you have to do is sign up for a monthly subscription of just £12.
So it's Nick Ferrari on in the morning. We've got a load of adverts. Just something I wanted to say. It's Mother's Day soon. Isn't it? It's Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is on the 10th of March, right? I'm a mum. I've had 4 children. I don't really see any of them anymore, but I am a mother. You never forget you've been a mum. I don't really very often see my kids. They're adult kids, they've got their own lives. I'm going to be sending my mum a Mother's Day card and present through the post. I've been seeing my mother every week. I don't see my children. I haven't seen one of them for 13 years. So I know how it is hard for mums out there like myself that have lost children. Their children have been taken into care, or they don't see their kids because their partner takes control of the kids, and that's exactly what has happened to myself. So I feel for mothers out there that don't see their children, because I really don't see mine very much. No. And it can be heartbreaking, especially if you've lost a child and God forbid your child has passed on, or you've had a child taken into care. I know exactly what it feels like. And when I first had my child taken off me, I was devastated. I didn't know what to do with myself. And then I found myself in a very, very bad situation where I got manipulated and taken advantage of. And that's not happening again either. But I do know what it feels like to be alone on Mother's Day and birthdays and Christmas. I do know what it feels like. I've been there. I might see one of my children once in a blue moon, but I don't see them very often. Let's put the radio back on. Those who've got mums, don't forget them. And those that have lost mums, remember them.
Certain people around you explaining away racism after, if you're having any discussions or any thoughts or any thinking about it. And
Respectfully, sir, I think you're being incredibly dismissive of the vast majority, if not hopefully virtually every white person who would no sooner call you the N-word than they would storm the stage.
Going to the show.
No, I'm sorry. I think you perceive a bias that's not there. I'm very sorry you've endured what you
How am I
went
perceiving a bias?
because you're suggesting.
You've never had these
Hang on, you
experiences.
asked me a question because you're asking me to believe that the majority of the audience in the theatre would think of you and address you as the N-word.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in that meeting, in the grievance meeting, I was surrounded by people that don't look like me, that don't have the lived experiences like me, and had racism explained away.
I honestly don't see a night at the theatre in the company of 600 or 700 other people is the same as the wholly appalling way that you were treated in your place of employment. I just don't get
The show is slavery.
Pardon?
Nick, what do you expect?
What do I expect from what? Sorry.
What do you expect?
From
How do you expect the people to feel? The people that are going to the show, the people that are having the blackout night, there's a reason why it's called blackout night,
Was
Nick.
that huge? Was it 12 years a slave? 13, 15? Okay, was it 12 years a slave? Are you honestly suggesting then that the theatre, that the cinemas should have had black-only screenings of
That's
that?
not what I'm suggesting.
No, but,
This is
but
the
that's
case
the same
now.
theme.
No, Nick, I'm not the organizer. The organizers have decided this for a reason. Okay? Have you brought the organizers on the show to ask them why they've done this?
No, but what we have done is found tape from when they did it in New York and play that. They're not available, but we paid.
Maybe they don't want to do it because of this same thing. You can't even explain yourself on on an experience of racism because you're going to have it explained away by white people who do not understand that perspective. They've never experienced it.
The last time you went to the theatre, did you then hold a discussion group with strangers in the audience?
I did. I did.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's
We went to see Woman King.
Okay.
And I did have some exchanges with people that I've never met before, sat behind me, and as we're walking out.
And
Yes.
did that enhance your experience, or did it make it less enjoyable?
We had discussions.
All right. Ewan, thank you. I'm glad we got to the end there without any other words. Mark in Milton Keynes, you're on the radio. Hello.
Hi, good morning, Nick. Thank you for taking the call. Do appreciate that.
Not at all.
Just want to say, I haven't got such a cultural name as I had earlier, but I'm a black female.
Yeah.
I just find it shocking, the whole in terms of what's happening, and why theatre would actually think that this is even a sensible idea in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Racism is a real thing, and people
Of course.
do suffer it, but how on earth would this going to do anything to break down some of the barriers that are appearing in society? And if you see how divided we are as a nation, why on earth would this actually be anywhere close to being a decent thing? And to the point that Angela made earlier about, the white gaze,
Yeah.
do you know how weak it makes black people look when they say, oh, they can't be in a room with some white people because of how it might make them feel as a
What
white person?
would you say to her? The chances are she's still listening, so what would you say to her directly?
Honestly, you need to have a bit more strength than that. So I actually think that the majority of white people aren't actually racist. And for shows that is done by black people or about slavery, etc., what you want to do, you want to have a broad attempt where you're bringing in people from other races to learn about what happened with slavery. How on earth is it just having a slavery film for just black people is in any way, shape or form? And there's a key point. I actually don't know any black people personally who actually think this way. I'm actually surprised that your research has found enough people to put on the radio.
Or it shows how many people are listening, hopefully. And thank you, Mark. Just to clarify, I'm not offended by this, but we don't find them; they ring us. So that's how it works. Mark, thank you. Apart from the first person with whom we spoke to, sort of stoke the fire a little bit. Mark, thank you for that. Have we? Yes, I have. If we're quick, Mark, thank you. Lee in New Cross, you've got about 45 seconds. Go ahead, sir.
Hi. Basically, I think everyone's kind of missed the point. It's art. That's what it is, and the subject is about.
But is it art for everyone, irrespective of skin colour?
Yeah, it is. 2 days after the first showing, but part of the art in the initial stages, hang on Nick, in the initial stages, is that the room will be filled with people who experience slavery the most. Hang on Nick.
How am I going to go with if I have a black girlfriend? If I have a black girlfriend, how am I going to see the show?
You can go on the 16th, my friend.
No, but she wants me She wants
She
me
wants
to
to go with
experience
you,
what
but unfortunately she can't because that's not part of the
She
art.
can't go.
That's what you're missing out on here.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that. Now we're not letting people go with their partners or possibly even wives and husbands. I don't see that as the way forward, but thank you for your call. I'm done. If you missed any of today's show, listen back on Catch Up on Global Player, the official LBC app, where you can also pause and rewind live radio. Download now for free from your app store or head to globalplayer.com. Tomorrow, the result of the Rochdale by-election. That's all I'm allowed to say by law. James O'Brien's the other side of the news here on LBC. I'll be with you tomorrow morning from 7. Meantime, stay safe.
Thank you very much.